It was the worker who paid the terrible price for Soviet industrial and economic progress. The price paid with staggering work hours, impossible production quotas, scant generation, shorter working hours, and higher living standards have confronted Soviet with that ironic 20th century dilemma, the challenge of leisure time. The idea of leisure time is still new to Soviet Russia, a welcome luxury with uncertain meaning. To sports fans, a soccer game is just a pleasant way to spend an afternoon. But the government uses sports to influence and organize public opinion, to rally enthusiasm, and build morale for the state. Sports are considered so important to the nation's image that the government fully subsidizes the best athletes, who in turn symbolize Soviet prowess both at home and in peaceful competition with other nations. As his leisure hours increase, the ordinary citizen has more time for purely private amusement. Unable to afford a car, living in extremely crowded quarters, a Russian is apt to find entertainment and a social life away from home. Moscow's exhibition of economic achievements, an elaborate showcase for Soviet technology, is a popular place for a Sunday stroll. Russians are not only proud of their nation's accomplishments, they are fascinated by science and technology. Countless novels and films glamorize science and engineering, making these vital professions popular with thousands who take adult education courses in their leisure hours. Leisure is also a time to forget technology and ideology, a time in spite of ice and snow just to go fishing. As much as 75% illiterate half a century ago, Russia today is a nation of avid readers. Books are fairly cheap, and so keen is the appetite for reading material that often entire editions sell out overnight. Russians enjoy many Western authors, among them Charles Dickens. But the government enforces rigid censorship. No Soviet reader sees Life magazine, the New York Times, or the London Observer. Nearly every large city has its own permanent one-ring circus. For the more affluent, there's the ballet. And almost everywhere there are amateur folk dance groups, perhaps organized by a local trade union to help celebrate such outstanding events as this year's corn harvest. The Soviet Union even reserves a place for pop culture, provided it is free from decadent Western influences. Russia maintains countless museums, most of them inherited from Tsarist days. Admission is either free or nominal, and attendance is always good. Soviet Russia's chief monument is the Kremlin, long the seat of the central government and Communist Party, now a vast historical museum. Each year, thousands of tourists travel from all parts of the Soviet Union to see the capital, wander through Red Square, stand in line for the Lenin Mausoleum. Dedicated party members, as well as casual sightseers, come to pay homage at the graves of famous Bolsheviks, including Stalin's modest plaque. And here, too, they find remnants of Russia's Tsarist past. The tedious, bleak Russian winter makes summer vacation an altogether serious matter. Some of the Soviet Union's most popular vacation spots are resorts on the Black Sea, which Russians call sanatoria. Here, some 2 million visitors, largely upper class and elite, undertake a regimen of exercise, regulated sunbathing, and dieting. Since most Soviet women work, it is not uncommon for husbands and wives to vacation separately. For those who can afford it, travel beyond Soviet borders is limited almost entirely to Eastern European countries, like Romania and Bulgaria. Here, the vacationing Russian may find a few unfamiliar luxuries. Better food, new accommodations, sandy beaches. Foreign travel, even a group tour to Hungary, is for the present a luxury enjoyed by a select few. Will increasing leisure someday bring such privileges to the ordinary citizen? The implications of leisure time in Russia remain uncertain. The state still strives to dominate its citizens' non-working hours. But Russians are beginning to discover that leisure is also a time for realizing personal goals and private aspirations.